Hello friends, welcome back. So today we're going to be identifying and describing measurable attributes. And by this we mean we are going to be using these words to describe objects and things. So first we have long and short. So we have a pencil and a crayon. And if we think back to our classroom, a pencil is long, whereas a crayon is short, okay? So a pencil is longer than a crayon, and a crayon is shorter than a pencil. And think that is horizontal measurement, so this way. And then we have heavy and light, so we think of a bowling ball and a feather. And if you've ever been bowling, you know that a bowling ball is very heavy. And then we have a feather, and feathers float down really slow, so they're really light. And that's the weight of the objects, okay? And then we have tall and short. And if you look at this little guy right here, he is tall. And then this one is short. So this guy is taller than this one, and this one is shorter than this one, okay? And that is a vertical measurement, a vertical, whereas this one is a horizontal measurement, all right? So we're going to go ahead and look at a couple pictures and determine what words we would use to describe those pictures. So here we have two cats weighing down a scale, and up here we have a big cat that's up in the air on the scale. Usually we would think that the big cat would weigh it down, but in this instance, we have two cats versus the one cat. So since it's a scale, we are weighing those different objects or things, the cats. So we're going to use heavy and light. So these two cats are heavier than this cat, and this cat is lighter than the two cats on the other end of the scale. Okay. And then we have a big rock, and then we have little pebbles. So we can't use long and short to measure them, and we're not going to use tall and short to measure them. So we're going to go ahead and use weight again. And if you've ever tried to move a giant rock, it's really hard and it's really heavy. So a big rock is very heavy, whereas a pebble is light. You can just skip it across the creek. And then we have a tree and some people. And if you ever go outside, you look up at a tree, it's really high, right? So we're going to use not long and short, because long and short, remember, is horizontal. We're not going to weigh them. So we're going to use tall and short. Okay, so a tree is very tall, whereas the people are short. And then we have this scale again, so we're going to be weighing, so we're going to use heavy and light, but it looks like these two images, our objects, are even. They're equal to one another, and that happens quite often. Okay, and then we have a football field, and we know football fields are very long, end zone to end zone, but we also know that semis are really long, right? But comparatively speaking, a semi is actually shorter than a football field. And a football field is very long. So we're going to go ahead and use the horizontal measures of long and short to explain or to compare, I guess, the football field and the semi-truck. A semi-truck is shorter than a football field, and a football field is longer than a semi. All right, now I have a game for you guys that I want you guys to play before the end idea. So I want you guys to go ahead and go to the Splash Learn, and then I want you to scroll down to the measurement section, and I want you to do the length, the height, and the weight sections. It's really similar to what we just did on the Jamboard over here. And then after you guys complete that, you don't have to turn it in or anything. It's just extra practice. It's really fun in my opinion. I want you guys to review your skills on this Google form, and then I want you guys to turn that into me. So remember that when we are measuring, we are using words like long, short, heavy, light, tall, and short. Okay, you guys can refer back to these slides if you need any help, but other than that, hope you have a great day, and see ya.